Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Technique Tasters, brought to you by Creative Scrapbooker Magazine. My name is Noreen Smith, and I'm so excited to be with you today to share with you the new Creative Memories Seasonal Sightings collection. And we're going to make a beautiful layered border featuring some of the products from this collection. Now, if you love traditional Christmas, then this is definitely the collection for you. I love all of the reds and greens with that nice sort of neutral addition. And I have to say that I absolutely love the theme of the Cardinals that is woven throughout this collection. There are two paper packs, the designer papers, which you see here, as well as a tonal paper pack that features those same greens and reds and the neutral tones to really complement and make all of your layouts work beautifully together. It wouldn't be a Creative Memories collection if it wasn't for the variety map pack cards, and they come in both the 4x6 and the 4.5 by 6.5 inch size. And these are great as filler cards if you like to do pocket scrapbooking. You can use them as journaling cards. I love to cut out the sayings on them and use them for additional title options. And then of course the larger size are perfect for journaling as well as matting your photos. So they are super versatile. And the seasonal sighting sticker pack is versatile as well. 3 sheets, one with icons, word art, and then border stickers, and those will go a long way to help tell your Christmas stories. And the lovely embellishment pack this year with that beautiful gold foiling on it. So these feature everything from the poinsettias to the Cardinals, some lovely greenery, and snowflakes. So again, it's going to work with so many of your Christmas photos. And then finally, our beautiful laser cut borders, which make it so fast and easy to put together just stunning layouts. There's those cardinals and little birds, snowflakes, and the lovely poinsettias. So I think this is an absolutely stunning collection, and I can't wait to dig into some of these products. But what I want to share with you today is how we can use two of the newest tools, the Cardinals Border Punch and the lovely Poinsettia Edge Border Maker cartridge, to make a lovely layered border that I think will be just absolutely beautiful for your traditional Christmas pages. So I'm going to get started by bringing in my 13-inch cutting mat, and even if I'm not doing any cutting, I like to use this mat because the measurements along the side help me when I'm laying out my page. And I've already gone ahead and selected my papers. I'm going to be using a few photos of my sons. These are actually from several years back. My sons are much older now, but I love these outdoor photos that we took, and I haven't had a chance to scrapbook them yet. So I'm going to be using those, and I think they'll coordinate beautifully with that snowy sort of cardinal outdoor theme. So let me go ahead and get started by cutting this Cardinals paper into an 11.5 inch square. And then I can go ahead and just adhere my layer to my base page. So that is my base page, and let's just set that aside while we do some punching with our other papers. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and punch a row of these pretty little cardinals with the Cardinal Border Punch, and of course I'm going to use red for that. This is our new red cardstock. Creative Memories has just gone through a change in their core cardstock colors, and this is the lovely red. Now, to use any of the Creative Memories standalone border punches, you're going to insert your paper on the base plate, and you're going to line it up with one of the black lines right on the front of the punch. Once you've got it in place, I like to hold it against the back lip there and just go ahead and punch. Then we move it along and we line up our punched cardinals with the picture of the Cardinals that is on the base plate. we have them all punched out. Now, while I have my red cardstock out, I'm just going to go ahead and trim that down to 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. And these are going to be my photo mats. Now next I'm going to do some punching for my border with the Poinsettia Edge Border Maker cartridge, but I'm just going to trim down my papers to one that is going to be 3 inches wide, and I love that sort of watercolor green with the red and the white speckles or splatters. So I'm going to make a 3 by 12 inch strip for that one and a 2 by 12 inch strip for the other one. And I think that's all of my cutting, so I'll put away my trimmer and get out my Border Maker cartridge. So the Border Maker cartridge comes with the punch holder and the paper guide or the paper tray. So to use it, we're just going to take our strip of paper, insert it into the paper tray, and then click the magnetic strip down to hold it in place. Then we can go ahead and fold away that paper tray, insert the Border Maker cartridge into the holder, and then this really becomes our punch. Now we'll line up the teeth from the Border Maker cartridge with the little notches on the back of the Border Maker tray. So we'll just slide the paper in, line it up, go ahead and punch, and then move it along the track till the teeth go into the next set of notches. And then we just continue down the row. So now that we have one edge of the green completed, now we're going to take it out, turn it around, and we're going to insert the plain edge back into the paper tray and do the same on the opposite side. And so now that we have that lovely sort of double-sided poinsettia border, you can see how this is going to get built, and we're going to have a lovely, lovely border to go across our page. Now, after I punched the green and the red here, I realized that perhaps this red strip might not be the best choice for layering with my other colors. So I actually decided to switch over to a neutral paper, one of the tone-on tones, and that's going to pick up that lovely sort of taupe color in the background there of my base page. So let's go ahead and punch one more double-sided little border, and you can see that when I insert a 2-inch strip into my paper tray, it doesn't actually fit onto the magnetic strip, so it won't hold in place. So this is where a little post-it note comes in really handy. I'm just going to add maybe 2 or 3 of those, and they're going to hold my smaller piece of paper onto the base of my trimmer. Then just fold this down and fold the paper tray away. And then we're going to do the same thing as we did for the green border, punching both sides. And it's always just a little tricky when you've got a small piece of paper, but I think that little post-it trick works beautifully. So now you can see we're going to have some nice contrast there, and our little layered border with our cardinals is going to be absolutely lovely. And to adhere this together, I'm just going to use a little bit of tape runner adhesive along the solid parts and some small foam squares for the actual birds. I'm just going to lift those up a little bit. And I don't want to adhere the whole thing down because I want the little ruffly sort of edges to be able to kind of pop up and give a little bit of dimension. And then I'm just going to kind of ruffle up the edges of my poinsettia so that it has a nice little bit of texture to it. So then when I come back and place it on my layout, I've got some nice contrast and I've got a little bit of texture. So I love how that's looking. And then I'm going to bring in my photo mats that we cut earlier from that same red cardstock and just arrange them below. I just wanted to make sure I had enough space below my border there. And then my photos will be going on top of that. And I like that, just that little extra peak of red that's going to come out the side. And then up here for my title, I think I'm going to use one of these beautiful matte cards. I've got a few choices. I could do the seasonal sightings. I remember seeing something with a cardinal in here. Oh, Merry Memories, that would be cute too. There we go. I think that that little Noel is going to be the perfect title. So I'm just going to trim that down. And then in terms of some additional embellishments, I think we have to have some more of the cardinals, maybe some down here. I've actually got a couple to choose from here. And maybe I back them with a little bit of the additional greenery. That would make a nice cluster. So I think I'm going to go ahead and choose one of these little clusters just to add at the bottom. Trim out my title, and then I'm going to bring in this lovely gold foiled tag. Maybe I can add my little extra details there to finish off my layout. So I'll be sure to share a photo of the finished layout once I get all of my embellishments attached, but I sure hope that you have a chance to play with the seasonal sightings products, and especially the Cardinals border punch and the Poinsettia Edge border maker cartridge, so that you can make your own really pretty ruffled Poinsettia Edge and Cardinals border to work with all of your holiday photos this year. Thanks so much to Creative Scrapbooker Magazine for having me today to share these beautiful Creative Memories products with you. Don't forget to like and follow the Creative Scrapbooker Magazine YouTube channel and subscribe to the magazine so that you get your own copy featuring projects like this and so much more. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye for now.